ơi, chào mừng quay trở lại với kênh Nimotv. Ủa nhầm, kênh YouTube của Hang Hanah nhé. Này phải gọi là kênh YouTube tại vì là Hằng quay lại record mà. Hằng nó có livestream. Bây giờ là tầm 3 giờ nha, 3 giờ rưỡi chiều. Thì lần trước là chúng ta đã khám phá cái khu vực mà có ở trong thư viện á, để mà tìm cái quyển sách và nói về trại ông phù thủy có sức mạnh nó tạo ra thiên nhiên rồi cái kiểu đấy. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đi tiếp. Bữa nay học cái gì? Nói chung là con game này nó khá là nặng đấy. Tùy cả máy yếu thì đừng có đúng nha. Game này khá nặng đấy, 100 GB. Nếu mà có thêm cái ổ cứng thì không sao. Đây tôi đã đầu tư từ hồi 2 năm ngày trước, tôi đã đầu tư cái ổ cứng đó rồi. Rồi bây giờ tải game thoải mái, muốn làm gì làm. Cùng với tay cầm. Tôi đầu tư là đầu tư có đúng lúc nha, chứ không phải đầu tư tào lao. Có những người kiểu dạng có nhiều tiền đầu tư tào lao chơi 3 game sau đế không. Những người đó mình không đúng theo được, chịu. Ai làm gì làm, kệ họ đi. Server wow, mình sẽ đến khu vực nào? Ok. Bây giờ có thể ra thế giới rồi đó.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defense.
Nhớ thân thoại kia đâu? Hello.
Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Tại nhắn mình là cái phòng học ấy.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Revelio.
Ô, lớp học cái cảnh hả? Nhìn chỗ này là như là vừa.
What are you up to now?
Video đâu có đâu mà hay thế. À phải, ông này nè. Nhạc cụ thời xưa này. Hay phải.
Revelio.
Ai không biết có kinh nghiệm gì không? Que. Ui. Chưa mở cha mơ đây gì nó này. Mấy cái này vậy sao mình phải đi thu thập đó, đừng có đùa. Khổ lắm. Wow. Sebastian nè.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Con này chắc dạy về cái cảnh.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Sebastian, có
We do look
Sebastian này
forward to
ba
growing
mai.
together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing
Cây ăn
bomb.
thịt người đó. Cây đó là cây ăn thịt người. Người ta gọi vậy.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Accio.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Con này khỏe phải.
Let's protect our ears. Now, everyone,
Nè, mấy cái này
rinse
chắc mấy
the
cái
mandrake
cây
by
nó
the
kêu
tendrils
á.
and give it a
Cái
fine
cây này
tug.
chiếc lắm. Bút lên. Đó, thấy chưa? Cái cây này nó chưa kinh lắm. Nó đụng.
Quickly! Place
Làm
your
gì đó, cái bộ ha, rút tới chứ. Đụng đi chè
the
gì.
coil!
Biết tới cái này. Lớp học cây cảnh.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Ô,
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Revelio. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. It wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Cái môn học này cũng cần thiết rồi. Tại nó giúp mình về sau tạo được
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's Fancy or Roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Let's say we branch out. Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you. Revelio.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
Okay. Mình phải đi xuống cơ. Thằng này nó theo dõi mình hả?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Gì có cái hai gì đâu từ bên cái đéo nào. Nó nói nè.
Revelio.
Đẹp lắm. Bộ đồ một phục này hơn. Bình. Hình như hồi nãy cái khu vực ở chơi bóng nó hiện ra đó mọi người.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's...
Qua cái đất học này hồi nãy mình học rồi, hay sao nó bắt về đây để học nữa.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Nói chuyện với bà đó hả? Có đợt không?
I wonder
Nhưng
if
mình trả lời sai, phải.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting
Câu này mới đúng nè. Câu trước và câu sai nha mọi người.
I
Chọn
already
chọn
have
kỹ
some,
nha.
Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge
Sao
leading
như là
out
bắp
of this room.
cải không ta?
Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Xong rồi đó. Vậy là hồi nãy mình trả lời sai.
Your weeds possess their own...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Ok.
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping... Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! That's taking anything they can get their mouths on.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Ok.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ồ.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Ồ, sao học giả bay vậy nè?
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Nice.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new...
As well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Chưa được đâu.
I should think...
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Revelio.
My older sister came. Said she carved her initials into the fireplace of our common room. But I think she made it up.
Revelio.
When my grandfather went to this school, he did
Lumos.
Protego. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Revelio.
Thôi Hồng An rồi. Nha, đi lạc đường rồi.
Revelio. Revelio.
Trời ơi.
Revelio.
Server rồi. Mở. Mở rồi.
I've always said that travel.
Chạy xuất quân là có thiệt. Hiện tại bây giờ là mình không có chổi nè. Cái thứ nhất, thứ hai chưa được học nữa. Bắt buộc phải chạy như vậy. Thằng xe bắt dê cũng từng rủ mình chạy vậy mà. Ê, ra ở đây nè. Đây lớp học gì?
Revelio.
Ha, xà quá.
What are you up to now?
Ê, học chở bay là có thiệt.
Revelio.
Không có ai đây.
This looks intriguing.
Đẹp nữa nè.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Mẹ tự nói.
What's going on here?
Gì vậy? Nghe kiếm nhìn ngáo nó sợ.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stay back. Vô lại.
Perfect. Target practice. Look what you've done! You'll pay for that.
Lumos.
There'll be more of that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere. Lumos.
You'll take this student off of my dead Stop that! What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago. These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars, as well as the stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
này giống như mấy kênh cướp vậy. Nóng quét thế.
They must have come this way.
Quét này như chưa xong. Nhưng mình trả là sai. Quét nào mà chưa xong rồi mình sẽ trả là sai, cho nên là hãy trả lời
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Supervise!
What is happening? You will pay for that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student off of my dead body! What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Câu thứ hai thì chắc phải trả lời.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Incendio.
You got the Mallowsweet to work. Now what to do about these pyres?
The flames make the pyre sink. Incendio!
Wow!
There, how beautiful!
Anh sẽ không tiện này là giải đấu cho ông em nữa.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ngon. Game này phải còn hỏi mở Java nhiều ấy.
Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Nó thấy mình nó trốn mà. Luôn á. Lại Sebastian.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Bốn giọt, 3 giọt không phải. Đã vậy. Từ từ thôi.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Xong rồi thầy ơi.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion.
I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
What? Sao mà hả?
Your potion should not be that now.
Ô, đây là cái gì nè? Wow, đây là nguyên liệu chế phép thuật ấy.
Well prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Yeah.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency and potion are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Không đủ nguyên liệu. Con nồi này nó quậy tự động cho mình luôn kìa, ngon vậy. Ê, vậy sao mấy mình không biết có cái lò này không để tạo, nó sao mình làm nhiều cho lẹ. Chứ bây giờ không đâu mà hả, chế bằng tay nhưng mình chế ra phải có chứ, có.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gary. Bật lên màu đầu trắng này.
Sorry, Professor.
Revelio.
Nó hiện màu tím tím mình phải đây á.
Is key when brewing potions.
Hỏi ông thầy đó.
Wiggenweld potion is not sure. No sound
Chị tới giờ.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Ông này chắc hồi xưa đi chế thuốc não sẹo không kìa.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Nghe mấy này, xem mấy này chế thuốc của sợ thiệt. Đó, biết ngay mà, thằng hình quét này. Mình mà trả lời cái câu hồi nãy mà trả lời sao phát thôi nó bắt mình làm lại. Dạ phải. Nhưng mà mình đang học Hogwarts mà, alo. Poison, nguyên liệu, thiệt thảo. Cái này là quả gì? Quả trứng nhỉ? Đây chế thuốc luôn. Rồi không?
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Lộn luôn. Em có thường được phong phú nữa kìa. Đứa nào gửi đây? Nêu ly quên ho rồi. Hình như là cái kia đó nó xong thì sao? Rồi bạn hỏi xíu nha.
Revelio.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Nhờ đi lộ vậy sao ấy, nhớ không nhầm. Chỗ này thư viện mà. Có mấy cái cover trong trường luôn chưa mở mà nghĩ ra. Tại game này nó còn đòi hỏi mình thời gian nhiều để chơi á.
Revelio. Incendio.
Đốt lửa. Ngon. Đây, đúng rồi. Mở nè.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Cái bài này mình nói nhiều quá. Oh, what? Ê, lộn nữa rồi. Gì vậy? Cái rương này. Vậy sao chứ mình phải học cái chiêu mà mở khóa cái rương này chứ bây giờ chưa có học. Mà nó không có cho mở. Có lần tôi có thử rồi.
Revelio. Revelio.
Phù còn bí ẩn á, mà mở học sinh á. Mà nếu vi phạm á,
Revelio.
mày đuổi học á, chứ đùa. Hey.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Thằng này chắc có cái nhiệm vụ gì nè.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Mình trong lớp học ấy.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Okay. Khi nào mà... Ô.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book and that it's missing pages? Revelio.
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon? Roast beef? Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Well, I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
Áo nợ mình hả? Sao ông này kiểu như là cái gì sao ấy mà bị chặt cái đầu.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course.
Revelio.
Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining the sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Revelio.
Okay. Cái này web.
Revelio.
Never will understand in the kitchen. Plenty of delicious food, and what do they leave? Found themselves a bit peckish lately. Certainly makes Rupert job
Lần này hiền mọi ơi.
It smells glorious in here. Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Hello, can you point me in the direction of the rubbish?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
Oh my god. What is it?
Revelio.
Bếp đế bị rộng thế.
Wow, there's a disgusting smell. Oh, I must be getting close.
Tìm thấy gạo hả? Vậy là xong rồi đó. Xong nhiều rồi đó.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely. But what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
That's you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about, simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Tặng cho Nicola luôn. Đỡ mất công nó chạy vòng vòng kiếm. Đây nha bếp đường.
Who knew all of this was going... Here's a welcome treat. Delicious.
Finky keeps all us house elves in line here in the kitchen. It's all right. She's the kind-hearted sort.
Xong rồi. Yeah!
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Ăn không hả?
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably going to try and beg me work in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Oh, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Yes.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss.
Tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvellous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times. Begin! Cast away until you find him.
Levioso. That ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content. Where can I find Jackdaw's head?
You'll have to play our game. Find him amongst the pumpkins 5 times and he's all yours. Those are the rules. What say you?
Please could you explain the rules again?
Find his head amongst the pumpkins 5 times. Use your wand. I cannot be more specific than that.
Why are you using Jackdaw's head for this game?
Well, if you must know, Jackdaw's our newest member, so we like to put him through his paces.
How did you happen to become a member of the Headless Hunt?
I was executed alongside some fellow mutineers. We didn't like the way things were being run in our county, so we took matters into our own hands. Treason is such a strong word, but that's what we were found guilty of. Things would have turned out much better if they'd let me be in charge.
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvellous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times.
Ông bảo là 5 phút lận phải không? Là 5 trái hả?
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Nhìn ra là mệt rồi.
And then I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
Năm trái mà mấy trái bí này phải có người.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Hai là 2 trái à?
Oh, what fun! A business plan!
It won't be long now. You'll find him.
I could do that too if I had a wand. Never bothered. And then I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
So you found us.
Tìm
This ain't
Hang
over
Hanah,
yet.
tìm mấy cái quả bí nằm nhất á.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Keep looking. You're sure to find him.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing!
It won't be long now. You'll find him.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body.
I've never seen it played like that. How delightful. Oh, what fun! A student is playing!
And then I would be the one to clean up this mess.
Thì ra đây.
Here we go again.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body. And then I won't be the one to clean up this mess. I could do that too if I had a wand and a body. And then I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
Revelio.
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Well done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I've been some peeps. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head. And I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first, but Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
Mình gặp lại ở phía khu rừng. What? Thôi hôm nay cho tới đây thôi mọi người ơi. Thì sao mình sẽ đi làm nhiệm vụ phụ nha mọi người. Nhiệm vụ quá nhiều rồi. Shut down switch. Nó chưa mở đâu. Mình phải làm nhiệm vụ này nè. Đây thì sao nó làm nhiệm vụ phụ rồi. Một cái map mới. Thôi hôm nay cho tới đây thôi.
Rebellion.
Ra về trường. Thôi hôm nay cho tới đây thôi. Cảm ơn mọi người đã theo dõi nha. Bây giờ cũng gần 5 giờ rưỡi rồi. Phải nghỉ tắm rửa ăn cơm. Thì khác cho tiếp. Game này dài mà. Yên chí đi. Tôi về trường học Hogwarts rồi xong rồi tôi xếp game. Chơi game này mà không xếp mà đi làm lại nhiệm vụ nữa chắc chết. Nha, xếp game. Đó. Rồi, cảm ơn mọi người đã theo dõi nha. Bye bye.